guys and gals, welcome back to another live stream. We're just chilling and chatting on panel. How's everyone doing? I'll drop the panel link. Links in the chat, everyone. Recently, I went on a um, Bulldogs panel a while ago. We're talking about like when are they going to crack down on this loophole for people selling gambling to people who aren't of age. We talked a little bit about that and stuff. I haven't been doing much today. Did a vlog recently. Basically, walking to the store. It was a nice day to vlog out though. And also too, there's a channel I want to show. Select image. Did I know actually screwed up? I don't know why that screwed up. Why did you just make the black? The hell? Just have the image. You have to like, no, what does that? It just makes like way more different. Ah, just doing that. This work. Oh, we didn't. We did this time. There we go. Make sure everyone. Check out this channel, Killer J Gaming, and um, he's we usually always group chat a lot, and me, him, and Faison. So check out this channel. Simple as that. There we go. So be sure about that channel. What's going on? Not much. I'm just chilling here. Did a recent vlog today. Yeah, thanks. So, how's your day going? So, I went on to Bulldog's panel earlier, and he did. Just chopping up the dope right now. I got a stream going. Well, those fees on me.
Hey, Angelo, what's up?
Yeah, what's going on?
Doing pretty good, you?
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I went on Bulldog's panel earlier,
yeah,
and they did a
nice.
vlog too recently.
Yeah, nice. I'm just browsing online,
Did some
D'Angelo.
TikToks too, showing that, proving that they were actually just taking some random term and saying Angola suffered racist attacks, like someone calling for his lynching. And lynching is
Yeah,
not a frigging racial slur if you
yeah,
search up the definition. It
yeah,
literally says um, someone basically taking them by mob trial.
yeah,
It has nothing to do with the being a racial term. I can't
yeah,
believe CBC National News actually frigging lied about the definition of the term.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
come on, they couldn't get some fake account to make
yeah,
a fake tax. My God,
yeah,
that was the worst ever. Someone said he should be lynched.
yeah,
It says when someone's accused of a crime, kind of thing, and that's what it is.
yeah,
It has nothing to him getting attacked online had nothing to do with his friggin' race, and he's trying to
yeah,
friggin' pull that card to. Well, he
yeah,
basically did. He got away with it. He didn't get any
yeah,
charges. Like,
yeah,
like it's funny. I don't know how dumb his lawyer is. He's saying, "Oh, you're pursuing something that's not criminal. Spreading a virus and giving it to people you know will die from it is murder."
yeah, yeah,
Like, what the hell? It's freaking
yeah,
crazy. And the funny thing is, a couple months after that, You see CBC make another story retracting their statement that they made about trying to defend Angola.
Yeah.
You'll notice every video that news station does has the comments turned off.
Yeah.
Because people will be saying stuff like that.
Yeah.
Saying, hey, you're lying, that isn't a racial term.
Yeah.
I just googled it.
Yeah.
God. I had a feeling that wasn't a racial term and I was right.
Yeah.
I had a feeling they were lying about it. That's
Yeah.
freaking crazy. Like, they really couldn't find any. That just shows there was no racial attacks. They
Yeah.
literally couldn't even find one. They
Yeah.
decided to find some random, completely different word and try to say it's a
Yeah.
racial word.
Yeah.
I made that TikTok showing that,
Yeah.
playing that clip where they say that, and then I show the definition of lynching
Yeah.
in the green screen background of the dictionary definition in the background.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, freaking crazy though.
Yeah.
Well, but as far as I know, I don't see that with CTV News. They don't get their comments turned off,
Yeah.
and I never seen them report that about Angola.
Yeah.
It's only CBC I see reporting that all that BS.
Yeah.
The one I read on CTV was actually accurate.
Yeah.
He friggin' spread COVID. He committed a crime.
Yeah.
Good, but friggin' CBC was just trying to cover it up.
Yeah. That's probably it, man.
I wouldn't doubt if the reason that all the comments are turned off of every video is because they got so much backlash from that story about Angola. They probably friggin' couldn't escape just by turning the comments off of that video. They're probably getting blasts. They probably just kept moving on to another video to blast the comments about that video.
Yeah.
It's part of the whole thing that started them turning off the comments.
Yeah.
It's funny, their channel with 1 million subs, but they get friggin' less views than YouTubers with 20,000 subs.
Yeah.
Even Dougie 2 West gets 1,000 times more views than fucking CBC National News, which is friggin' a 1 million subscriber channel, but gets very little views.
Yeah.
So much so it almost looks like they're bought in subs. There's no way, because the fact that 20,000, even a YouTuber with 20,000 subs still gets more views.
Yeah.
It's like, it's usually a big time sign. It's not going to be the exact same amount of views as your subscribers, but it's not going to be that to that point anyway.
Yeah.
Like the average, say views for say my YouTube channel be around 8,800 and sometimes more.
Yeah.
But then they're friggin' literally they're
Yeah.
getting like 3K of video, and that's after the video sits
Yeah.
for a month too.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. If any guys wondering what I'm doing right now, I'm browsing all night. I'm looking at bargain bin Game Boy Advance games. Look at the Game Boy bargain bin Game Boy games on LuckyGames.com. Thinking
yeah,
of ordering some to play on my Game Boy player. Like I have some ideas for some YouTube projects with some games. I know some Game Boy. There's a ton of shitty games on Game Boy Advance. If you get my hint, gonna be doing a new series where I review shitty games. I'm trying to get a new series working. Trying to start a new series. I'm gonna try to start making. Although starting making some YouTube series and such, D'Angelo. You can put
yeah.
like that Belle
I,
Delphine stuff, like that Belle Delphine video. I realized I could do
it,
movie edits
uh,
with that show. So I'm gonna use
yeah.
why not I do like an AVGN style
Hi,
videos
hi,
with
Dark
those
Queen.
edits.
How's it going? Yeah, it's freaking. Yeah, it's pretty friggin'. It's pretty friggin' crazy that like the weird thing is CTV like actually gets more views because they don't
Yeah,
turn off their comments and stuff,
yeah,
and they never made a friggin' insane story like
yeah,
that about it and go completely false
yeah,
story.
yeah,
You know, they tend to lose views when they get label themselves
yeah,
as a fake news source.
yeah,
Like, so many friggin' obvious lies that you can tell by looking into it a little bit further. Doesn't take, you don't have to look into it that much. You do a 5-second Google search and you can find out most of the stuff they said is complete BS. You
yeah,
try to cover up what he did.
yeah,
Wouldn't doubt they're friggin' probably a news station that the people just pay to friggin' make them look good on the news, basically.
yeah,
Gave a big fat amount of check of his doctor money to friggin' CBC News to make them look good. Imagine if that's
yeah,
what happened. Could have been.
yeah,
'Cause the fact that they never deleted that friggin' news interview and they never deleted
yeah,
it from all the backlash, it just shows like they friggin' like made some kind of cash deal for it. More than likely.
yeah, yeah,
Who was it? Like, the channel Shane Dawson when I was around, a lot of these friggin' documentary things that he made on certain YouTubers. It was
yeah,
all just to friggin' make people stop hating them, basically. Like some
yeah,
kind of manipulation thing.
yeah,
Because they try to say, oh yeah, Jake Paul isn't a sociopath. Yeah,
yeah.
like, come on, like, I really doubt that person who says they're a doctor or whatever is even a real doctor.
Yeah,
Like, you can tell in every series, it's just the whole objective of the whole documentary is to shift the blame to someone else. Like
yeah,
PewDiePie says about apology videos. He goes,
yeah,
number one thing is make sure you always shift the blame, never to admit you're wrong. Freaking
yeah,
PewDiePie made that joke video making fun of
yeah,
how they do apology videos. It's freaking
yeah,
pretty bad. That's actually how they are.
yeah,
Like one of them when he scammed a bunch of the one T. Martin, he scammed a bunch of kids off these friggin' CSGO websites,
T.
and
Martin?
then he was yeah, and he puts him in when he does his apology video. He makes sure he has this really fancy Jeep right in the background, right in the right angle of the camera, and make sure
Yeah.
it shows his giant mansion too. It shows how massive his house is in the background.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like he's literally in the hall there. With it.
Yeah.
Like he's just basically rubbing. Yeah, I made a bunch of money from scamming. Like what the
Yeah.
hell, man? He
Yeah.
could have filmed anywhere else. That was like deliberately done just to friggin'. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's in the room where it's very obvious that he's in a giant mansion.
Yeah.
And the fact that his $300,000 vehicle fits perfectly in the background, in angle with the camera and everything.
Yeah.
Like he set all of that up. It's really crazy. It's true what PewDiePie says. That's like they're competing to make the worst apology.
Yeah.
Especially one that Logan Paul did. He goes, I didn't do it for views. I get views, and starts like bragging about his views, and then writes at the end hashtag Logang for life. Oh my god, like what the hell? That was after he showed that body in the forest.
Yeah.
That was frigged up. He actually showed a friggin' dead suit. Someone who ended himself on friggin' camera and went. Like,
Jesus.
it wasn't like a lot of people make the point. Oh, what would you do if you found a body? Come on, yeah. Like what he did, he actually went through the trouble of lining it up to take a picture for the thumbnail.
Yeah.
With it, making sure his face is right on the side and you can see the body dangling in the background.
Yeah.
That's for. And that frigged up thing is it ended up on YouTube's #1 trending.
Yeah.
Like YouTube never even took it down either. Yeah, YouTube never even took it down. The only reason it's not on there anymore is because Logan Paul decided to take it down.
Okay.
Because he's facing backlash. But if he just said, "Oh, I'm not gonna take it down," I wouldn't doubt it would probably still be on YouTube now. But the only reason he took it down because he just is a backlash. But if he just decided to say, "No, I don't care about the backlash. I'm gonna keep it up," I don't think YouTube would have took it down. Because the fact that it's #1 in trending means YouTube reviewed it and thought it said that content is appropriate for our website. And we're going to put it in #1 trending. Because if it's in #1 trending, that means YouTube reviewed it. That's frigged up. They're just like, they didn't care. They're like, oh, whatever, this video's got 90 million views.
Yeah.
YouTube made a shitload of money off of it, including Logan Paul. It's crazy. They like why they would demonetize any other creator or possibly ban him for any other YouTuber for doing something like that. But YouTube actually put it in the trending.
Yeah.
There's certain things I see him do, Logan Paul did on his podcast, and I wonder why YouTube never did some kind of action towards it, like a strike or something.
Yeah.
in one of his podcasts, he's basically telling doxers and swatters to go after friggin' H3 and Keemstar. He's friggin' great.
Yeah.
He literally just said that blank out on his podcast. And he got a ton of hate from H3 fans after that. And he went down on a lot of viewers too, because even his own fans thought that was too far. It definitely was too far.
Yeah.
The fact, and plus the fact that they both have kids too.
Holy shit, that was a fat poke.
Keemstar's got kids. H3's got kids.
Yeah.
That's probably the main reason why, like, even his fans got right mad about that too. It wasn't just H3 fans getting mad about that.
Yeah.
You notice how when Keemstar does something like that to some random person, you don't see him getting any backlash from his fans. But everyone knows on YouTube, as soon as they involved endangering kids, that's when they say the line's been crossed. No, it shouldn't be any doxing whatsoever, but it still friggin' happens. But a lot of people don't agree when it's putting any kids in danger.
Yeah.
This is just randomly for some reason. I'm pretty sure it was a really stupid reason too. Like the whole reason Logan Paul even basically told them freaking doxers to go after Ethan was because he criticized a fight, one of his boxing matches that was set up.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
It's pretty stupid.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't even say really anything bad about it. He just said there's not enough hype for it. That's all he said in that.
Yeah.
And Logan Paul has that kind of reaction. That's pretty freaked up.
Yeah.
And when Keemstar tried to friggin' he was trying to spread that story around saying, oh, H3 is definitely getting sued, confirmed for copyright infringement, and it was all complete friggin' BS, the whole thing. It's actually literally was confirmed that they dropped the lawsuit on him. But he puts a video saying, oh yeah, Ethan Klein was sued and he's going to prison. But in actuality, they dropped the lawsuit.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Keemstar literally just runs with the story before even finding out it's true. It'll literally just be a rumor and you'll automatically report it as fact. That's definitely happening. It doesn't wait for the story to develop for a while to find out if it changes.
Yeah.
You'll see that's what the other YouTube news channel is scarce.
Yeah.
He tends to do that. He waits for the story to develop. So I don't see news that isn't true being put up on there. I'm pretty sure Keemstar is fully well aware that the stories aren't true. He just trying to get clicks. Some of them are true though, but I think it just happens because he doesn't wait. He just goes with something he hears right away. So I have seen this exact same stories, certain ones that were the exact same being reported by Scarce and Keemstar.
Yeah.
Kind of thought it was BS to begin with because even if say they did sue him, I highly doubt a friggin' rich YouTuber like Ethan Klein with a net worth of $20 million is gonna do any jail time for friggin' showing a bit of a copyright friggin' fight. Like, very unlikely.
Yeah.
Given the fact that Jake Paul literally vlogged himself breaking into a mall and looting a friggin' PF Chang's, and he never got any charges for that. It's friggin' insane.
Yeah.
He broke into a mall and vlogged himself doing it. Got away with that.
Yeah.
Of course, Keemstar was saying that he was gonna go to jail and all that, but it never freaking happened.
Yeah.
But everyone, pretty much most people knew that it wouldn't happen. Because I'm pretty sure that he's got enough money to buy himself out of any trouble. Given what his friend was caught with, like he was actually caught with like kilos. I heard when they raided the other guy's place, they found like literal kilos of cocaine. And that's something you would do a very harsh jail sentence in the States for.
Yeah.
But the guy is literally, as far as I know, I've never heard anything about him going to jail and he's still walking around free.
Yeah.
I've never even heard anything about house arrest, not let alone jail. Friggin' like just disappeared. People stopped talking about it and friggin' just vanished. Like and one scam I actually remember being run on Jake Paul's channel was he was trying to copy the Twitter scam that basically was a doubling scam, saying if you send me $10 in cryptocurrency, I'll send $20 back. He basically copied a doubling scam that already got exposed on Twitter and already happened, and he basically tried to recycle that scam onto YouTube. made a community post trying to do the same thing. It was only up for 2 hours, and then YouTube caught eye on it and took it down.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I couldn't believe that. I was like, oh my god, how stupid is Jake Paul? He's trying to run. He's literally, after the scam gets exposed, he just tries to recycle a scam that's already been done and try to recycle it to a different platform and thinking people won't remember the other scam. He already did this thing with the Team 1000 and the friggin' financial freedom movement, all that friggin' those other scams too. Basically selling free information for 60 some bucks. Information that you don't need, you can find literally for free. Pretty insane. Like a lot of big YouTubers just bought it for friggin' jokes so they could do a video about it and showing that it's a scam. Like the YouTuber, I think Pyrocynical, and I think PewDiePie also bought that friggin' scam just to show everyone it wasn't real.
Yeah.
Yeah, luckily not really anyone fell for it. But,
Yeah.
well, not at the time anyway, only knows. Could have,
Yeah.
and it's probably shut down by now. They usually, that's how they friggin' do it. Once they collect enough of people's money, they just shut down the website so they don't have to even friggin' give any of their so-called promised classes. That is just free information behind a paywall, but they literally just, once they collect enough money, they just shut down the whole website so they don't even get their BS free information that they paid 60 some dollars for.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. They freaking did a documentary about, is Jake Paul sociopath? They should have done one about Logan Paul. Because freaking literally Logan Paul having that kind of response. Oh, I wish they would get swatted because they made a comment saying there's not enough hype for my fight. Basically sounds like just normal constructive criticism, but for some reason takes that as a major attack that you gotta retaliate in that kind of way. What the hell, man? It's like psychotic.
Yeah.
Not even Jake Paul would retaliate that way. You wouldn't even retaliate.
Yeah.
You just say, yeah, maybe you're right, or something like that. Like Jake Paul's been on H3 podcast actually before. But you never saw Logan Paul on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. They always use that sound bite they took from the Logan Paul's friggin' podcast where Mike literally was saying, I need that clout. And he's literally talking about how he only hangs out with people for clout. Oh my god. It's friggin' bad. Like, I'm pretty sure Logan Paul's the same way, too. They're friggin' straight up psychotic. It's funny, they friggin' awarded Mike on H3 Podcast as biggest D-bag of the year.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Yeah.
Like he shows a bunch of podcast clips there where Mike's saying the most self-centered friggin' crap ever. Saying there's no one more relatable than me. Oh my god, man, it's friggin' insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. His friggin' was that my guy. He's friggin'.
Yeah.
You can tell he's an asshole. Big time.
Yeah.
Might be even worse than Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Little bit. So, yeah,
Yeah.
it's friggin'
Yeah.
it's friggin' hilarious that like the only reason that the Mike guy even got famous was because he was going out with a famous friggin' porn star, Lana Rhodes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cause you see you see his channel before he went out with her, it's like at 100k subs, and it was like that for years and never went up anything until he started going out with Lana Rhodes. Then he started freaking get millions of views. Because no one really likes Mike because he's such a friggin' d-bag YouTuber.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like he actually straight up goes up on the podcast and says, I'm not really friends with anybody. I only pretend to be for clout. Yeah, that's gonna.
Yeah. Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
And and of course, H3 podcast soundbite did that.
Yeah.
So they're always just pressing a button, playing that soundbite of him saying that.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. What's up, man?
Yeah, remember the H3 podcast? How many friggin' victims James Charles has hit now? He's hit 15 new accusers. He's
Yeah.
racking up Bill Cosby. He's almost racking up Bill Cosby numbers now, and he's only 20.
Yeah.
And 10 of those victims are all underage. My God, it's crazy. And that was even more, and still no charges or anything.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny what they said. H3 said about his freaking wiki feet. He says it looks like he has a goat hoof as a foot. Yeah, demonic goat.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's funny. And when he says it's just a menu term.
Yeah.
It's just the menu term.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, like, why aren't they doing anything? Like, it's not like it's allegations. Like, they don't see it going faster. The more he gets away with it, the more allegations that are coming out. Like
Yeah.
he's just doing now he's just doing it in plain sight because he's literally
Yeah.
probably feels invincible because he's gotten away with it so many times.
Yeah.
Friggin' insane. He got friggin' I think he got demonetized by YouTube, but that's friggin'
Yeah.
that's not really anything. I'm pretty sure they bring it back after a while. Because technically didn't ban it, and that's kind of weird because EDP 445 got caught with something like that, and he got banned off of YouTube.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what it is, but the victims were female with that guy, so but who knows?
Yeah.
It could be.
Yep.
It's kind of weird that friggin' it's probably because James Charles. Well, EDP 445 only had like a couple million subs, so
Yeah.
like James Charles, like he was, well, last time I seen he was like 20 some million subs still.
Yeah.
I don't even think he lost any subs from it.
Yeah.
Like what the hell? That's friggin' now it's friggin' like it's crazy. Like
Yeah.
they literally have videos of it too on top of that.
Yeah.
It's mostly because of Snapchat friggin' it being a bad platform. It literally
Yeah.
deletes all messages that are sent and friggin' tells basically tells the other person when they take a screenshot and all that. It's friggin' like
Yeah.
literally a platform to cover up stuff. Well, as far as what H3 said, apparently it's a known platform for celebrities to prey on people. It's friggin'
Yeah.
friggin' crazy. I remember a bunch of people in my high school using that platform, Snapchat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that was funny when H3 made one podcast episode. He friggin' texts James Charles' phone number, sending pictures of his armpits. James
Yeah.
Charles
Yeah.
literally playing to catch a predator.
Yeah.
God, what would you do if you saw
Yeah.
friggin' Mr. Graham ending up in a sting house on
Yeah.
TV?
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
it, it probably would have happened if Canada had those kind of um, operations run for some reason there.
Yeah.
Guarantee if a
Yeah.
friggin' sting operation was run in Hamilton.
Yeah.
I don't get why Canada doesn't do that, and because of that, the states actually has a way lower number when it comes to that anyway.
Yeah.
It's pretty freaked up because like, but other things, it's all different. Just
Yeah.
each of them got certain things that are certain things better in Canada and certain things better in the States.
Yeah.
Pretty much just all about what you value most and want to choose, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. One thing I read online recently, D'Angelo, is that DS games are starting to fail.
Yeah.
Like there are some DS games like apparently there's some that aren't working and such. Like and there's a way to fix that too, and that's to solder the board and such. You have to open up the DS game and solder it and such. But you have to use super glue to put the plastic on the casing of the game. Put the game back together.
Yeah.
Yeah, because apparently 3DS games are starting to fail. Surprisingly early for 3DS games to be starting to fail, though.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they're not even that old. Like I see DS games starting to fail already, like regular DS games. But the 3DS games, I find it's too early for that to be happening.
Yeah, one thing I can probably guarantee is way higher in Canada than in the States. Medical surgery mistakes made.
Yeah. Yeah.
Friggin' diesel wind out Canada probably outnumbers that.
Yeah.
God, like my grandmother actually had her jaw permanently frigged up for the rest of her life just because of it was a simple surgery too that was supposed to be done and they friggin' screwed it up extremely badly.
Yeah.
And in Canada, they don't have any consequences for doctors screwing up. Like,
Yeah.
they could literally friggin',
Yeah, it's
they could
fucked
go,
up, man.
whoops. They could go, whoops, I slit your throat, and then tell you basically not have any consequences.
Yeah.
Like, come on,
Yeah.
man, there's a limit.
Yeah.
It was really bad for the two that
Yeah.
they made. Like, damaged their jawbone permanently.
Yeah.
And remember the stories that people tell about Hamilton surgeries? They say that literally if you get surgery in Hamilton, you're guaranteed to die on the operating table.
Yeah.
That's what people actually say about Hamilton. I heard a lot of people say that.
Yeah.
Probably true.
Yeah.
Considering the fact that my doctor gave me medication with a dangerous side effect and doesn't friggin' say anything about any side effects, which usually they do, because I've been to a doctor in Halifax. When I went to a doctor in Halifax to get certain medication, they would put the side effects on the side of the bottle.
Yeah.
Him, he didn't put it on the side of the bottle, and he didn't even say anything. Angola, same one that friggin' spread COVID to that whole entire old folks home there.
Yeah.
Like, gave it to a 90-year-old, and that 90-year-old infected every single rest of the people in the freaking home care facility.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, 90-year-old, come on, like
Yeah, it's freaking ridiculous how the freaking government of Canada is like, how that some of these people some of the doctors get away. Now the government lets some people get away with shit.
If the doctor did that in the U.S., if a doctor did that to you in the U.S., you could literally friggin' sue them, take them to court, but not in Canada.
Yeah.
It's BS too, because you're technically still paying for the healthcare, just a different way, gradually over the whole year.
Yeah.
You're paying it in all the sales tax and income tax.
Yeah.
Like, basically, that's the whole point of it. I think they probably make more money off of putting it in the taxes
Yeah.
Because you're just frigging paying money to something you don't know what you're getting, basically.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's why, because it's not a coincidence that all the people who want to make the U.S. have healthcare like Canada, all those people are the ones that friggin' took in millions of dollars in bribes for to increase the cost of healthcare.
Yeah.
Like like one person friggin' literally took like at least $500,000 bribe to friggin' basically make it so that
Yeah.
pharmacies can charge even more money.
Yeah.
You know, all those people are the ones that say they want that Canada's kind of healthcare.
Yeah.
Definitely not for malicious intentions. Like
Yeah.
they're obviously got some way they're able to make more
Yeah.
money than they actually
Yeah.
spend on people's healthcare.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably like even here you probably have to wait like at least 2 days probably in an emergency to get seen by someone.
Yeah.
And getting a family doctor is pretty much impossible. Well, in Bathurst especially, I find.
Yeah.
But even in other places, you have to wait a very
Yeah.
long time.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, in Canada, guess what? They got private clinics where you can actually just straight up pay cash to see someone right away. And you
Yeah.
pay about the same amount as, well, actually, you pay more than the States for that.
Yeah.
So basically, it's on top of charging it in the taxes, it's basically forcing people to actually pay for it on top of being charged for it in the tax.
Yeah.
Because they're not getting seen right away.
Yeah.
The fact that most people actually go to the States from Canada for cancer treatment, because otherwise
Yeah.
you'd be waiting friggin' probably at least a couple years before you get any treatment here. Unless you live in, depends where you live though, they do it
Yeah.
differently in certain provinces. Like Toronto is probably the best place. You get same quality healthcare as the States in Toronto, but that would be the only city where you get the same quality healthcare as the States. Be
Yeah.
Toronto. It's basically
Yeah.
like the New York of Canada.
Yeah. Yep. That's one thing that's true is that it's like the New York of Canada.
Yeah, it was a pretty cool city. When I went there one time,
Yeah.
I got to
Yeah.
go on the CN Tower and all that.
Yeah. Nice.
Remember
I
the
always wanted to
Chinese guy
go to
I told you
Toronto, man.
about?
I've never been there.
Remember that I told you about that Chinese guy who literally came out into the public pool completely naked, saying, "I'm locked out of my locker."
Oh yeah,
That
I
was
remember when you told me that story.
yeah, that was friggin' crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a pretty fancy
I remember
hotel
one time
too. You
D'Angelo.
see stuff like
Yeah, I remember one time D'Angelo when he staying out with one of my friends. Friend he used to hang out with there. I remember we were hanging out outside the Parker Towers in his car. It was at nighttime as well. I remember when we looked up. we saw a naked girl in the freaking window. Like you see her tits and everything.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, like she was literally flashing her tits outside, out in the
That
window
is
at
ins.
nighttime.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Like,
you know where the Parker Towers is? Hamilton.
yeah. Like,
I
man,
saw a
it's
bunch of cop
crazier.
cars there before. There's
It's
always
crazier
cop
to
cars
stuff.
there, man. Every time I
It's,
walk by, there's always at least one cop car.
yeah,
For
it
some
was way
reason.
more crazier though when seeing going on in Toronto, given that it's like the biggest populated city in Canada.
Yeah.
Friggin' like, especially like if you go to the wrong area, you'll friggin' see some insane friggin' stuff, like little drive-bys,
Yeah.
straight up, straight up friggin' shootings and all the time in certain areas.
Yeah.
That my dad told me about was there was one street that he said he friggin' literally was terrified the whole time he was waiting in the car for his buddy to go in and buy weed.
Yeah.
He lived in Toronto before it was legalized.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's a very sketchy neighborhood. Like, literally, people living in apartments with the windows tucking out. They literally
Yeah.
got no windows. I
Yeah.
don't know why. There's people who live with busted out windows. I don't know why that freaking happens. I wonder if any of my content on my channel is blocked from Canada.
Yeah.
You probably just block my channel because he said something negative about Canada, blocked from the country. Like there's a really good music video
Yeah.
that I got banned from Canada. Just I don't even know the reason. Doesn't even friggin'
Yeah.
nothing wrong with it when I seen it. Friggin'
Yeah.
literally probably just because of some hidden reference with something that happened in Canada. And they're like, oh no, I'm negative about it. It's crazy that some people are that overwhelmed with their country pride or whatever. Like, I think, friggin', I'm not gonna blindly friggin' ignore something going on just because I like the country I live in. God, I kind of think it's a very stupid reason for people to be friggin' denying it. But you'll still see the few Canadians who actually don't deny it. But
Yeah.
there is a lot of I met that just friggin' deny anything that happens in Canada that's negative. Like, even including some news stations. Like, don't you think people are gonna stop trusting a news source when it's literally only showing good things happening and not one thing that happens negative come on? And that's literally like they're literally obviously not reporting certain stories if you're always showing
Yeah.
just good things and nothing at all. Unless the only things you'll notice, they only show us negative stuff about other countries. Anything in Canada, it has to usually blow up on social media to a point where they can't friggin' cover it up anymore, so they just friggin' show some other person's social media post about it.
Yeah.
Report on that. That's what they usually do. That's a big reason why the
Yeah.
story in Hamilton with the reptile ocean blew up, because it was posted on social media and then they've just basically read off the post.
Yeah.
More than likely, they probably would have tried to cover it up if it wasn't posted on social media.
Yeah.
And same thing with the Justin Burke thing. That was recorded on someone's phone and they posted it online too. Where that friggin' police
Yeah.
shooting happened in Moncton.
Yeah.
Noticed it with every story like that. Only they have.
Yeah. Still here,
That's not.
man.
That's not the case though. When they report something negative that's happening in another country, but they
Yeah.
friggin' but like it's freaking crazy that they at the point they literally have to try to make it blow up on social media and
Yeah.
probably use a VPN so it doesn't show that you're in Canada and posting it in Canada,
Yeah.
because they more than likely try to block it from Canada.
Yeah.
I've never seen videos blocked from certain countries for literally no reason. And
Yeah.
especially by an artist that's a friggin' Canadian. God,
Yeah.
if they're actually an artist that's Canadian and they block their music from their own country. God.
Yeah.
And the worst part is, it's still, you can still get the music video in Canada, but unfortunately, the
Yeah.
person who's making the revenue from that is just someone who reposted it in Canada.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really stop it. People from in Canada from seeing it.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy, like, all these stories, especially with the CMS. Like, God,
Yeah.
most news stations would report on something like that. Well, if they were
Yeah.
in their country, would
Yeah.
actually freaking
Yeah.
report actual
Yeah.
news.
Yeah.
The only way they report anything now, and that happens here, is freaking getting, once it gets blown up on social media. And all
Yeah.
they're doing there is just freaking trying to harvest some other person's views that
Yeah.
they friggin' like they would have never
Yeah.
friggin' posted it. The news station, they would have tried to cover it up themselves, but once they find out it's big views, then they friggin' just literally write, oh yeah, look at this post, yeah, here's my story. there's this post that I never did.
Yeah.
God. I mean, you'll notice a lot of news stations, they always try to freaking make insults on YouTubers because they're mad at that YouTube is taking over news stations and stuff.
Yeah.
It doesn't cost anything to air something on YouTube, but it costs them a bunch of money to air it on TV.
Yeah.
It was one time where they were literally trying to scare advertisers away from bringing YouTube just because they were pretending it was
Yeah.
like some good intention. Like, I'm worried for these advertisers, when in actuality they just didn't want to, they were just friggin'
Yeah.
mad that they were moving to YouTube instead of TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised Jordan Paul didn't try to come in on the stream. I showed
Yeah.
his channel. I showed his channel anyway, Killer JME.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did you send a link to Paul?
Yeah.
Nice.
But I showed a green screen shot of his channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, guys and gals, I'm gonna get ready to end off the stream here. I'm just gonna show a couple channels and shout out.
I'm gonna take an actual puff now since my friggin' puff got messed up. Yeah, I got a freaking resin clog in my bong. I had to freaking get the clog out. Friggin' hate resin clogs, man. Hey, D'Angelo, those can be annoying, huh? When you're smoking.
Yeah, shout out to QJ. YouTube channel Bulldog. I showed he's on 420 and Dougie2S. Big Truck.
Yeah.
And Too Tall also. Yeah, definitely go check out Faison's channel too. And yeah, that's about it for the stream. Hopefully you guys and gals enjoyed. If you did, like, smash like buttons, subscribe to the channel. You can follow me on Twitter at DangelJohn1, TikTok at DangelPitcher420. It's D'Angelo Pitcher, and I am peacing out.
I'm phasing out.